Alright, so this is going to be part one of making the basic square for the Zookeeper blanket, which is the pattern I found on Etsy. I'm going to put in the description the link to the pattern in case you wanted to buy it or have it for a copy for yourself. So let's get started. First, we're going to start with the magic circle. So that's just going to be our basic way of starting. When you're making your square, the pattern also says you can start with chaining 3 and then slip stitching them together at the end of the 3 chains and then doing 12 double crochets into that circle. So either way it works just fine, but I prefer to do the magic circle. I think it just makes a little bit cleaner of a look, and so that's how I'm going to do it. So we're going to do 12, once we have our circle set up, we're going to do 12 double crochets into that circle. Also, I made a video, little quick tutorial on how to do the magic circle. If you want to watch that, you can try it yourself. So 12 double crochets. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, so there you go. Just gonna pull the tail and close up this hole in the middle, and I'll show you. See, closed very nicely. I didn't mention it at the beginning, but we're going to be using a size 5 hook with weighted 4 yarn. So just be sure to stick to that size. That'll be important for the pattern to make sure all the squares come out roughly the same size. So in this pattern, for the next row, you're going to chain 3, and then we're going to put 2 double crochets into each hole from here. And with this pattern at the beginning, most of the patterns except for the jellyfish have you start with the animal's color, and then after the 3rd row you're going to transition to your background color that you choose. The colors don't have to match exactly like the colors shown in the picture. I think we should stick with gray and white, but if you decide you want to do like cream or anything, you can do that. I'm probably going to do cream for mine because that is the colors I have. So just remember, this project should be fun and should not be stressful. So if you're having a hard time, just let me know and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. So we're just going to go all the way around with the 2 double crochets in each square, or I'm sorry, in each stitch. And at the end of the row, you'll end up with 24 double crochets. I also made a tutorial video on how to do some of the stitches required for this, and just some good stitches to know anyways, just for crocheting in general. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. And you've probably noticed how this hole reopened. Just gonna pull the tail again. Sometimes I'll tie it in the back and make sure it's closed for good. And then at the end of this row, we're gonna slip stitch, and your first row is done. So the next row, you're gonna chain 3, and then this is gonna be 2 double crochets in the first stitch. Second stitch will have 1 double crochet, and you're going to alternate between 2 double crochets and 1 double crochets every other stitch. So we'll get started on that. So 2 in the first stitch, 1 in the second stitch, 2 in the third stitch. And I mean, if it's easier for you, you can think about it as an even, or I guess odd number is going to have the 2 double crochets, and every even stitch is going to have 1 double crochet. And at the end of this row, you should have 36. I guess with a hat, or a circle, it's a round at the end of the round. Just pulling my yarn out. For mine, I am sort of making the flamingo. I'm going to follow the steps she did for that in the pattern, but I'm going to make it a parrot instead. I just think that is a cute idea, and specifically for Kayla, since she's having a boy, parrots are more boy colors, I guess. So we got our second, well, yeah. So we got this row done. So we'll just count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. And there you go. In the next video, I'll show you how to color change from the animal color to the background color, and I'll go over some differences with some of the animals that have a more unique pattern. Alright, thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.